Beloved Guru's entire congregation. It is a beautiful occasion. After a long time, a satsang has been organized today at the Bhopatpur Ashram. I remember a long time ago when I came here, during Swamiji's time period, then here, devoted brothers and sisters from faraway villages, as if a flood of people had come. They came and joined the congregation, came and participated in the satsang. They devoted a little of their time to remembering the Guru, to focusing on the Guru's presence. That was one time. And today is another time, when holding a satsang itself, when connecting with the stream of satsang itself, has become a very big challenge. Time. At the boundary of its own feet, all around, evil and the spread of poisonous substances in the world has increased. Wherever you look, alcohol, major sources of intoxication. Entire villages have become filled with such toxic substances. Today, I never hear anyone say that. Any member of the congregation, brother or sister, does not come to me and say that in our home, among our children, husband, hasn't alcohol or all sorts of other intoxicants completely taken over? Recently, I was at Bhopatpur Ashram. A sister came and said, "Brother, my husband drinks alcohol." I asked, "Is he initiated?" She said, "Yes, he is initiated and he also attends satsang. He has come even today. And yet he is addicted to alcohol somewhere or the other." In both situations, they are flowing along with the current of their own mind. They want to hold on to God as well, fearing that something bad might happen in the world, that sins might bring suffering and great troubles. Yet they don't want to leave this world either and remain entangled in worldly pleasures, addicted to intoxication, drinking alcohol, engaging in all sorts of bad deeds. They consider it difficult to break free from these, getting entangled in them and continuing to burn in these desires. We consider this to be a great achievement in our lives. At this very moment, 20 years ago, you probably didn't see this. If you look back to around the year 2000, when you looked around your village, your home, your family, you might have found just one or two people who were involved in all those other bad addictions. But today, gradually, all these poisonous substances have entered our homes. They have come into our families. They have become a part of our lives. Just recently, I went to Bisalpur before the satsang. I visited the homes of different brothers and sisters in a few villages. So when we went to her house, a mother started crying. She said, "Brother, I am very distressed. My husband is not here." She said, "Just imagine, my son is only 10 or 11 years old. A boy of 10 or 11 years old. He got addicted to smack. His condition became so bad that his body became frail, a pile of bones. As a result, he can't understand what life is or what the purpose of life is. When we lose the purpose of our own life, when we don't know why we were born, why we came into this world, when we don't strive or work hard to climb towards that goal in our life, then our life loses its meaning. When there is no goal in our life, then where is life supposed to go? Just remain lost in intoxication, do bad deeds, spend your life with people who consider themselves carefree, all those on the street. On the corners, at the intersections, you'll find people completely drunk. When you meet them, they'll say, "Why, we are carefree. We have no worries at all. We are free from all the worries of the world." Let me tell you an incident I witnessed with my own eyes. I went to a satsang in Kanpur. A sister came to me crying and said, "Brother, please come to our house. My husband has become so deeply addicted to alcohol. He has completely ruined the household. There is beating and fighting, shouting, screaming, breaking utensils. The home. It doesn't feel any less than a battlefield. Every day there is so much destruction. Just come once, please." At her request, we went to her house after the satsang. Her husband was completely immersed in alcohol. After much persuasion, he finally came to meet us in his own house. He did not consider himself any less than the word itself. He was saying, "I know everything. I have all the knowledge. All the powers are within me. I know everything." A man drunk on alcohol becomes a god of lies. Have you ever seen drunkards? If someone drinks, he will show off his strength in such a way that even the greatest person in the world seems insignificant before him. He beats his chest like this, saying big things. He used to say, "We are free from all worries in the world." I said, if you are free from all worries, then why are your wife, your sons, your children, why are they struggling with so many problems? You don't want to earn anything, so your wife has to work. Your wife works so that your children can be raised and educated. Because you don't take on this responsibility, you treat alcohol like nectar in your life and just sit around claiming that you are free from worries. But that man, in his drunkenness, Verma was like this. He couldn't understand the world. Do I have a life, or has my life slipped out of my hands? He used to tell me that all the intoxicants in this world, they have the power to ruin our present existence, today's reality. They have the ability to waste this precious day of ours. You were in pain, so you drank alcohol. You indulged in intoxicants. For a little while, your intellect, awareness, judgment, and understanding all became useless. You spent a whole day in a drunken stupor. And when you got intoxicated, that one day was lost from your life. When you woke up the next day, you might have thought your troubles were gone. But the next day, you were still facing the same troubles. The same problems were still in front of you in the following days. The same poverty, helplessness, the same hunger, the same misery, the same problems. That same helplessness, I can't do anything, I'm stuck in this world, and you thought your alcohol had solved all your problems. That was all pointless talk. Don't you realize how rapidly your life has declined over the past 20 or 30 years? People have declined so quickly. People are busy ruining their lives by getting entangled in all these vices. They are busy destroying their own homes. When a sober person looks at a drunkard and his family, he can see exactly where the fire has started, whose house will burn, whose home will be destroyed. What did the elders used to do? That's why if you look at the answers of saints and sages in their own lives, they place these things at the very first step in the spiritual teachings. First, purify your life. Actually, take Patanjali, for example. When he talked about Ashtanga Yoga, when he composed his philosophy, the very first thing he said was, remember God later. First, improve your life. First, improve your daily routine. First, pay attention to what you do from morning till evening. Only then will you find God. You won't find God by remembering Him while committing all kinds of sin. Today, devotion has been turned into a joke in the world. What is devotion? Is it devotion to abuse others? People start speaking ill of other saints. Huzur used to say this. No one is even paying attention to all the evils within their own mind. Ashtanga Yoga philosophy says this. All the ill intentions arising in your mind, slander, gossip, malice, and evil, discrimination, all these things are the means to your own hell. If your mind is not pure, you will not be able to please the Lord in your life. The deceit and hypocrisy that fill your mind will take you far away from God. It will lead you toward hell. The deceit and hypocrisy of the mind are the first things in your life that you must connect to the devotion of the Lord. I am reminded of a very beautiful incident. When Swamiji used to stay at the Sangila ashram for a few days, sometimes his elder brother would come to visit. And whenever Swamiji and his elder brother sat together, there would be very beautiful spiritual discussions. His elder brother was also educated. And since Swamiji was connected to spirituality, they would discuss religion from both perspectives. His elder brother would ask questions using his intellectual knowledge like, is this what religion is in the world? Then Swamiji would explain that it needs to be understood in a different way. So one day I was sitting there. Both of them were talking. Swamiji's elder brother asked him a question. He said, Swamiji, so many people are involved in religion. But religion, spirituality, there are all kinds of saints and all kinds of people in the world. In such a situation, how can we truly understand that supreme being, that devotion in our own lives? Swamiji began to say, first, you must improve your own life. First, we need to understand the nature of our own mind and our actions. And that day, Swamiji said something that I really want to explain to all of you. Swamiji began to say, you slap someone. That is an action you have performed. Suppose you couldn't actually hit someone, but in your mind you keep planning to hit them. Every day you see someone 10 times, feel hatred, and 10 times in your mind you think, I want to slap him. So you have increased your debt tenfold in your mind. Karma does not distinguish between real and imagined actions. You lived out that emotion in your mind. In your mind you experience the feeling that you want to harm the other person. So in the fire of that anger, you burned. For a while, you gave life to yourself through all those emotions in your mind. If you harm someone once, that one bad deed will end there. But if you harbor ill feelings towards someone 1,000 times every day for many years, those feelings will multiply thousands of times and become your own suffering in life. Just think about it. Whether it's a debt of 1 rupee or 10,000 rupees, by multiplying it 10,000 times, you've brought that much more trouble into your life. That is why the great sages have said about your mind, whatever feelings are within you, they will lead your life in the direction of hell. And that is why the great souls have said that if you do not begin to remove the deceit, lies, gossip, jealousy, and all the other evils from your mind, then in life, no matter how much we claim to have understood the love of the Lord, if we keep blaming the world, we will remain stuck in it all our lives. Just look at the world today. Devotion has come to mean criticizing others, abusing others, showing others in a bad light, putting others down, finding faults in others. Huzur used to say that this is not devotion. You have chosen a path in your life that leads to downfall. You have made a way for yourself to fall into a pit. If you want to truly understand something in your life through the company of saints, then first understand this one thing. The moment you meet the Guru in your life, a very beautiful state of cleansing the mind arises. The meeting of soap and dirty clothes has only one meaning. If you wash dirty clothes, and as soon as you apply the soap to that dirty cloth, the soap will start doing its work. The moment you put the soap on the wet, dirty cloth, the soap will slowly begin to act on that dirt if you rub it properly. Then that dirt will be removed quickly. Even if you don't rub it properly, sir, just by keeping the soap in contact with the dirty cloth, it will slowly start to do its job. A saint is like that soap who wants to cleanse all the accumulated impurities within you from countless lifetimes. You ask, you have connected with Guruji. You have practiced this yoga. You and the Guru have now come into close proximity. You and the Guru are now connected through the name. As soon as you connect with the name, there should be a transformation in your mind. In Ashtanga Yoga, Patanjali says, from the palace, if you have meditated with your eyes closed, if you have sat in a meditative posture for hours and hours, but you have not started cleansing your desires, your character, and your inner self, then what benefit can you claim? If you have attained that Lord, an ordinary worldly person will not accept this. A worldly person will not believe that you are on the path of devotion. Let me tell you a very strange incident. A few days ago, A child sent me a message on the phone. When he sent the message, that child said that my parents want me to take initiation, but I don't want to take initiation. I was very surprised to hear this. This child was born into a devout family. He says he doesn't want to take initiation. I asked him, why don't you want to take initiation? He said, my mother and father have had initiation for a long time. They took initiation from Swamiji, but even after taking initiation, yes, when small things happen at home, no one in the house tolerates even those small things. People get upset over those small things. In my own house, fights break out, finding faults with each other, yelling, shouting, abusing, hitting. It's like a Mahabharata starts at home. That child says, I used to think of them as satsangis because they go to Guruji. And even after that, they are not able to control their anger. They are not able to forgive anyone in their own home. They can't let go of someone's small mistakes, even after asking for forgiveness. They can't accept them as their own, can't embrace them in such a situation if taking Nam doesn't change you. If your mind isn't changing, then what's the use of taking Nam? I don't want to take Nam. I listened to that child's words and it hurt me deeply. I said, we, by our character, by our conduct, can bring honor to the Guru's name in this world. If someone takes Nam and becomes a devotee, becomes a servant, becomes a disciple, then along with himself, he passes on the message to people for generations and lifetimes to come. If you read history today, you'll come across names like Dhana Bhagat, Sadhana the Butcher, and various other devotees. You sing their stories because they shaped their lives in such a way that people could remember them. They embodied the Guru's teachings in their own lives. They embraced the Guru in their hearts in such a way that they did not hesitate to give up their vices. They let go of anger, abandoned quarrels and conflicts, adopted love, and began to forgive one another. They started connecting each other through the name of the Lord and moved forward together. In such a situation, if you and I do not connect our lives, both body and mind, to the direction of the Lord, then heavy burdens will weigh upon us in life. Sometimes addiction will overpower us. Sometimes various bad vices will take hold. Sometimes illusion will deceive us. Sometimes the world will deceive us. Sometimes people will speak ill of us. And sometimes someone will taunt us. And we will never be able to understand that all these things are only meant to test and examine us. Are you truly steadfast or not? The saints have set these tests for this very reason. When you go to the market, when you go to buy something, how much do you inspect it? Once I saw a lady who went to the market to buy vegetables and came back after spending an hour there. I asked her, sister, you went to buy vegetables and all vegetables are generally good, so why did you take so long? She started saying, you don't know, brother, people are very deceitful these days. They make vegetables look beautiful in different ways and sell them, but inside they're often bad. You really have to check carefully. I look to see if there are any worms, if there's any infestation, if they're dirty. I check if they've been artificially colored, if there's any external trickery so that we don't bring something bad home and feed it to our children. See, you scrutinize things from the world so much. How much do you inspect the goods? When you go to buy something, you bargain 10 times over. Whenever you look at something, you examine it from 1,000 different angles, turning it this way and that. Just recently, I visited a lady. I saw that she had brought a sari from the market. When she brought the sari home, she unfolded it and examined it from top to bottom 10 times. I said, it's a new sari, it can't be damaged. She replied, brother, you don't know. People at the big shops sometimes give you old saris or ones that are damaged inside. You have to check it 10 times. Whenever you buy something, you inspect it so thoroughly, feeling it over and over, turning it inside out again and again, just to make sure you don't get cheated. I just don't want to be deceived by anyone. But when you connect with a guru in this world, you never think that the guru might also be examining you in the same way. It's been 40 years, 30 years since you took initiation, but have you truly become a satsangi or not? How do you think the guru examines you? When you go to buy vegetables, you touch and check them 10 times. When you go to buy goods, you knock and test them repeatedly. So how do you think the Guru observes you? The Guru gives you a few of the world's distortions. Once Uddhav went to Lord Krishna. Uddhav was Lord Krishna's charioteer, and not only that, he was also a very dear friend. Whenever they sat together with affection, Uddhav would lovingly converse with Krishna. He would ask questions, and one day Uddhav began to say to the Lord, Maharaj, I love you very much. I wish that you give me whatever you consider appropriate for my life. When Lord Krishna heard this, he began to speak. He said, "You might not like what I wish to give you." Uddhav replied, "Maharaj, if you give it, why wouldn't I like it? You are God, I consider you everything." Krishna then said, "Uddhav, may you experience poverty, illness, and helplessness." Hearing this, Uddhav was stunned. He thought, "I came here to ask for something, and he has given me such negative things. My life will become hell. Tell me, who wants illness? Who wants to be poor? Who wants to be destitute? Poverty, illness, and destitution. No one wants these things. In today's times, if you go to someone and they insult you to your face, humiliate you a bit, say a few harsh words, would you like it? If you go to someone and you have nothing to offer them to eat, not even a little money to serve or honor them, would you feel good about it? Wherever you go, would you like such a situation? If you remain sick, people won't even let you stay at home. But still, Lord Krishna said, I want you to have these three things. Now Uddhav folded his hands and asked, Lord, why did you do this? Krishna says, you will remain poor, you will know your own limits, that you are not the master of the world, you are not the doer in this world. If you remain poor, you will remember that you have to stretch out your hand before the giver. You always have to acknowledge that God is above you. The day you have everything, that day you will sit thinking you are God, that day you will say, no one has more than me, I am everything, things happen because of me. Just recently, I met some satsangi brothers and sisters. I said, your satsang is not going well, you do not meet the other satsangis with love. When you sit together, groups of 10 or 20 people have formed among you. The way you talk to each other, there is a lot of animosity and opposition, pulling each other down, trying to undermine one another. You will have to change the way satsang is conducted. The system of service will also have to change. Then some brothers go behind my back and say, Bhaiyaji doesn't know anything. The few people who are always around him, they don't explain things properly. Bhaiyaji is just taught and told things. That's why he says these things. The brothers don't know anything yet. Bhaiyaji knows nothing. We know more. Did the elders ever do this to you? You won't even realize it. When will this settle into your mind? You'll start thinking, I know more. I will be the one to teach Guruji. I won't even let Guruji have any knowledge. That's why Krishna says, remember, breaking your ego and protecting yourself from arrogance is one of the greatest achievements in the world. That is why God has called this one of the highest states. Letting go of gold, letting go of attachment, letting go of pride, letting go of jealousy is easy. You might even give up money. You might leave your home, you might be able to give up your family and the things of your world, but when it comes to letting go of pride, jealousy, and ego, then you will have to make a real effort. You will have to fight with yourself. You will have to stand against your own self. Your mind will say, I know more, and you will have to make it bow down. Krishna says to Uddhav, illness and poverty create situations in your life that show you. Sometimes if you suddenly find yourself in a helpless situation, you realize that not everything is in your hands. If it were up to me, I would never let sorrow come into my life. Just recently, I met a sister as well. I told her, if you want to receive the Naam, you will have to walk a little on the Guru's path. The Guru cannot connect you with the Naam without first removing your ego. When I said this, the sister replied, Brother, I am doing all the work with great effort. Then where is the ego left in me? So I told that sister, if you are the one doing it, if things are happening because of your doing, then from today onwards, for 10 days, make a firm resolve in your mind that from today for the next 10 days, I will not do anything at all. Whatever I used to do, I will stop everything. I will not look after the house. I will not cook. I will not take care of anyone. I will not clean the house. I will not even breathe. I will not change clothes. I will not bathe. I will not wash. Nothing at all. Stop all actions and see if the world still goes on. And you will be surprised. As much pride as you have in yourself, thinking that the world cannot move without you, the truth is that this world will keep going on. No one really needs you. Your existence in this world is meaningful only because of the knowledge within you. If you become humble, if you become someone who spreads love, then you matter. But if you remain immersed in ego, if you stay caught up in your pride, then no one in this world needs you. People start forgetting someone just 7 days after they're gone. Within a year of someone passing away, people remove their name from everything in the world. The elders used to say that a saint tries to teach this lesson while still alive. In life, true devotion lies in accepting the will of that Lord. He is the doer of everything. He is my provider, the great knower. The saints say, my God is the one who does and fulfills everything. I am merely an instrument. He is using me wherever He wants. He places me wherever He wants. He seats me. He makes me do things with my hands, and I receive praise for it. I receive a lot of respect, but in reality, I have done nothing. If God were to withdraw His grace from me, then no matter how hard I try, I cannot escape from this. There is a very beautiful mention in the Mahabharata. During the Mahabharata era, there was a battle between Arjuna and Krishna. What happened? Karna shot an arrow, and when that arrow struck Arjuna's chariot, it moved the chariot back a few steps. When the chariot moved back a few steps, Arjuna got angry and shot an arrow as well. When he shot the arrow, Karna's chariot was pushed back almost 7 yards before coming to a stop. At this point, Arjuna became proud. Puffing out his chest, he said to Krishna, "Look, Krishna, the one you call a great warrior, the one before whom you all bow. I pushed him back so far, and when he attacked, my chariot only moved back 2 steps. And you used to follow him for no reason." He became arrogant, thinking, "I did this, it happened because of me." Krishna said, "Your chariot stands because of the blessings of the gods. As your charioteer, I am the Lord of all 3 worlds sitting here in human form. I am sitting here in the form of this entire armor protecting you." Now think about it. If your opponent managed to push you back a little, just imagine what would have happened if I had left you. And it is mentioned in the Mahabharata that when the war ended, as soon as Krishna stepped down from the chariot, as soon as he gave a signal to Hanumanji to move aside, the chariot on which Arjuna fought burned to ashes in an instant. It didn't take even a moment for it to turn to ash, as it is often said. Krishna broke Arjuna's ego by showing him that it was not you who was accomplishing everything. So, you are merely an instrument just fulfilling your responsibility here. God wants truth to prevail. That's why God is on your side. You are winning only because the Lord is with you. If you forget God, your life could end in a moment. That's why Krishna tells Uddhava this. Whenever the divine guru or God chooses to test you, sometimes various small troubles and challenges are placed right before you. So remember, if you ever find yourself in trouble or in pain, take a look at yourself. Suppose someone comes up to you and taunts you twice. Think about it. On that day, Guruji is testing you and you become furious, ready to risk everything. You even feel like sitting on his chest, determined to finish him off right then and there for what he did to you. How could he speak badly to me? How could he show me anger? I just think in the test that you want to pass in spirituality, you end up preparing to fail it every single day because you consider yourself a devotee only in terms of the body. That's why Maharaji says, meeting a saint in your life is a golden opportunity to free yourself from your faults. He will cleanse your mind. First of all, he will remove your ego from within you. First of all, he will try to guide you in the right direction. That is why Swamiji has established 3 beautiful rules for Nam, the spiritual practice. The first rule he established is that of purity. If you want to connect with the Guru or God in your life, you must purify your life. If we have a temple in our home, we clean the temple first, and only then do we light the lamp and begin our prayers. Every day we fold our hands and start worship only after cleaning the temple. Any temple. Go and see in any temple, people first clean the temple and only then do they begin to praise God. In the temple of your mind, if you want to seek God, but you do not clean it, if you do not pay attention to cleansing your own life first, can you invite God without cleaning? Can you seek God without cleaning? When elders used to visit, if you went to your relatives' homes, and if your relative seats you in such a filthy place where there is a foul smell, all kinds of dirt lying around, leftover food from last night with flies swarming over it, dust everywhere, and all of this is placed right in front of you. There's filth, all sorts of dirty things scattered about, and your relative says, "Please come have a seat right here, make yourself comfortable here." How would you feel? You'll start counting, won't you? You'll say, "Tell me, you invited me but didn't even provide a proper place to sit, didn't even lay out a proper bedding, didn't welcome me with cleanliness and care. You want cleanliness for yourself, so how will your God reside in this mind? A mind already filled with the impurities of the world." This is why Swamiji says the first rule is to maintain purity. First, if you want to attain God, you must bring purity into your life. There are two kinds of purity. The first is purity in what you eat and drink. Make your diet pure. Consume your food and beverages in such a way that you attain a sense of renewed vitality and strength in your life. Eat food that provides your physical body with lasting energy and does not cause your physical health to deteriorate or make you feel unwell. Now, as for exactly what kind of food and drink this could be, you can certainly understand this for yourself. If you eat less than your requirement, you will remain sattvic. If you eat more than your requirement, you will immediately start moving in a tamasic direction in your life. Kripal Singh Ji Maharaj used to say this to me. He explained it in a very beautiful way. He said, if you prepare a plate of food, serve yourself only as much as you would need in a storm or scorching sun. If you feel hungry for 2 pieces of bread, eat only one. Then he would say, fill 1/4 of your stomach with water, leave 1/4 of your stomach empty for air, and the remaining quarter for food. Nowadays, people do not leave any space for breathing. When they sit down to eat, they eat until the food reaches up to their nose. The breath shouldn't be blocked. Even breathing should only happen properly when some of the food has been digested. Fijur used to say, if food becomes an indulgence, then devotion to God will disappear from our lives. So the very first thing Swamiji said was to remember that your diet is the first step of your devotion. Food is not a trivial thing. It's not just about what pleases your eyes. A pleasant aroma reaches your nose, a delightful clinking sound reaches your ears, and your mind gets scattered. Now you are ready to indulge in that pleasure, but food should never be indulged in as a sensual pleasure. We must accept food in our lives as a blessing, a sacred offering. Food can become that blessing only when you let go of craving, when you give up alcohol, when you give up false or inappropriate foods, when you, in your life, lead your body towards purity through your eating and drinking habits. I see this every year, that even in satsang, brothers and sisters surrender in the very first moment. There are so many satsangi brothers and sisters who say, we have received the Naam, and after that, somewhere or the other, they have locked some bad habit into their lives, and then they say, we will find God too. Brother, things won't work with such hypocrisy. God is watching you. Just as you say that God can resolve every good and bad deed of yours, that He can see your past and future, that He can see your actions and karma, that He can see your body and what is inside your body, won't that God also see your destiny? Won't that God see the deceit in your mind and heart? So Swamiji himself first said, before approaching God, first cultivate purity for God. Purify both your mind and your body. Purity of the body means to eat and drink only what is pure. What is purity of the mind? Purity of the mind means making your mind so beautiful and clear, like a spotless mirror, that you begin to see the image of your guru reflected within it. The essence of your guru should be imprinted in it. The reflection of your guru should appear in it, no matter what anyone in the world says to you. Weigh those words, first assess them. Are they worth accepting or not? Just recently, when I was giving initiation at the Bhojipura ashram, I repeated this very point there. Then a sister said, Bhayaji, you have no idea how much people taunt us. People make such harsh remarks. When you hear such things, it feels like a fire is lit inside you. The mind burns intensely. People say such harsh and hurtful things, they never hold back. And yet you say that when people say such things, we shouldn't take it to heart. We shouldn't let those words affect us. The point I made to that sister is what I want to share with you all. I told her, imagine someone serves you food and right before your eyes, they add a little bit of poison to it. And then they say, this poison won't do any harm. It's just a little, just 2 drops. You should eat it. If someone adds poison to your food right in front of you and then serves it to you, even feeding you with their own hands, just saying, sister, you are so good. Please eat this bite from my hand. Would you eat it? So the sister says, brother, I'm not crazy. If someone puts poison in front of my eyes, even if it's just 2 drops, I won't eat it. I don't want to die. I wrote, if this applies to food, then why doesn't it apply to thoughts? These thoughts that come into your mind, they also slowly destroy you. They don't build you up. You are not protecting yourself. By doing giti, you are not saving yourself. You are exhausting yourself. The more you fight with the world, the more you fight with negative people, the more you will wear yourself out. Think about it. If there is a mad person in front of you and that mad person comes, gets food from you and throws dust at you, and you think, well, if he throws dust at me, I'll throw dust back at him. And you also start throwing dust. You get into a fight. So whom did you fight? A madman. Even if you win, whom did you defeat? A madman. And if you gained something, what did you gain? You earned the medal of victory over a madman. You gained nothing at all. This fight of yours was completely pointless. This battle of yours was in vain. One day, I was listening to a teacher's speech. The teacher began to say, this world is a rat race, and in this race, if you get caught up in running this race with all these other rats, if you start running alongside them, you will lose. In every situation, you will be the one who loses. Suppose you lose to a rat, what will people say about you? Just imagine, you lost to a rat. They'll say, look, a rat was running ahead of you and you couldn't even beat it. And if you win, what have you really won? You beat a rat, you stayed ahead of a rat, you won this rat race. So what did you actually win? The elders used to say, in this world, this is a race in which even if you win, you haven't truly won. In which even if you move ahead, you haven't really progressed. No soap has ever been made that can cleanse your mind once it becomes tainted. That's why the elders used to say, conquering the deceit of the mind, overcoming the mind's cunning, eradicating the evils of the worldly mind. This is true meditation. This is true contemplation. This is the blessing of the Guru that one must strive for. When you go to the Guru wants to strengthen your ears. Your ears should be so strong that nothing in the world can affect you. You should weigh and consider things before letting them into your mind. Mahatma Buddha is a living example of this. When Mahatma Buddha devoted himself to his path, people spoke very harshly to him, insulted him, hurled all kinds of mud and filth at him, and said terrible things. But Mahatma Buddha never responded with anything bad in return. People were greatly surprised. Once, when he went to a village, the prominent scholars of the village came and saw that Buddha was inclined towards meditation and inner knowledge. Buddha had a message. God is not in idols. God is not in those talents. God is not the God that we have made into our deity. God is the one who creates the world, the one who brings the universe into existence. How can you create him? If you say, I made this idol and God is in it, what you have made, how can God be in that? This was one of Buddha's messages. Buddha used to say, if you want to know God, connect with consciousness. God resides within this body. You have to look inside this vessel. People used to get very upset about this. Sometimes when they were displeased, they would hurl abuses at him, sometimes throw dust, sometimes fling mud, sometimes pelt stones, sometimes beat him and drive him away. They insulted him greatly. Once when Buddha went to a village, people hurled all sorts of insults at him, but Buddha kept smiling. Try doing this yourself sometime. If someone ever insults you, don't let yourself get angry. Try smiling instead and see how much strength you gain from it. If the person in front of you is hurling abuses and you are smiling, you will suddenly feel how much you have risen above all his faults. You will suddenly feel that he has become as small as an ant. You will suddenly feel that you have risen 1,000 times above all his faults. That's why you should try smiling. Buddha used to smile like this. When Buddha smiled, it was as if stones fell on people's hearts. People would burn with even more rage and become furious. They would hurl all kinds of abuses, but Buddha never stopped smiling. He kept on smiling. In the end, people had to give up. They would realize, look at this, we hurled abuses at him. We spoke harshly, we insulted him a lot, and yet he is laughing, he is smiling. Later, people would fold their hands and ask, what is this? Buddha would say, just as if someone puts poison in my food, I do not accept that poison. In the same way, if you give poison to my mind, I will not accept that poison either. It is my choice whether I take it or not. It is not your choice whether you can make me unhappy. That is why Swamiji used to say, the first rule is this. Your mind should be pure, your purity should be good. If you are not pure, then anyone in the world can bring you down. Whoever wishes can drag you down and belittle you in this world. If you want to rise higher, if you want to become great, then even a small teaching from the Guru can work wonders in your life. The second thing Swamiji used to say was consistency. Things won't happen in just one day. It's not like that. If today you have become great, then the work is done. The battle is won, is it? For a warrior to fight on the battlefield is one thing, but to struggle daily with your own mind is another. Without a sword in hand to fight the battle within. If someone comes home drunk and you gently explain things to him, it doesn't mean he won't drink tomorrow. It doesn't mean he won't drink the day after. Someone who is addicted to alcohol will take time to change. You will not achieve victory in just one day. You will have to make this effort every day. You will have to fight with your mind every day. If today you have managed to calm your mind, then be grateful. Oh Lord, you are truly gracious. You have blessed me with your grace today. You have shown me mercy, but do it again tomorrow. Give me the same strength again tomorrow. Make me worthy again tomorrow so that I may become deserving of your mercy. Another thing Swamiji said is that you have to do this every day. You have to keep Swamiji's words in your heart every day. Don't do it one day and skip it the next. Just recently, a brother came to me and said, Bhayaji, please give me initiation. It is necessary for me to receive it today. I said to him, what if you can't come again? He replied, we don't know if we'll be able to come again or not. I said, if you won't be able to come again, then what will you do with the initiation? If you treat this as a one-day deal, if you think you came today, received initiation, and that's it, you've done a great virtuous deed, and now you don't have to do anything for the rest of your life, then I won't give you initiation, brother. If you want to receive initiation, you will have to dedicate your life. You will have to connect yourself to the feet of the Guru. If you are not even willing to come tomorrow, if you say you might or might not come tomorrow, if you say you are coming for the last time today and won't come again, then what will you do with initiation when coming to the Guru's court is just a one-day affair for you? Otherwise, you won't even remember when to come. You'll only come when God puts you in some difficult situation or trouble, then you'll come running. Otherwise, you'll just forget. So what will you do with initiation? This is about remembering the Lord every day. We must not forget that Master. In the daily currents of this worldly ocean, we must not forget the joy of that Lord. We should strive to become worthy of His grace and keep calling out and praying to Him every day. Yes, yes. Lord, make me worthy of you. Oh, Lord, make me like that. So that the light in my life dispels the darkness in others' lives, so that the love for you that manifests within me erases the hatred within others, so that the goodness that comes into me inspires others to abandon their vices. Make me like that. Make me worthy in this way. This is what they used to say. The second rule that Swamiji established was humility. Do it every day. If you do it for one day and then skip 10 days, it won't work. The third and very beautiful thing that I find is this. Swamiji said, become worthy, become a deserving vessel. Sometimes we want our child to become a doctor. When we want them to become a doctor, we say the child will become a doctor only when they pass the medical exam. Now, if we stubbornly insist on keeping the child at home, if we don't teach them, will they become a doctor? They won't. We say we want to make them an engineer, but we won't send them to school. We want to send them somewhere, but we won't let them exercise. We want them to become a scientist, but we won't teach them science. We want our child to become everything, but we won't let them do anything. So understand this. In your own life, you won't become great just by thinking about it. 2 days ago, I was headed towards Dehradun. A brother came to me and said, brother, my son has passed 12th grade. Now we want to send him out for further studies. In our village and town, there isn't a school for higher education, but his grandmother says, don't let him go so far away. How will we feel at ease? How will our hearts be content? How will we manage if we don't get to see the child? We were in great confusion and said, dear brother, should we respect the grandmother's wishes or think about the child's future? Should we educate the child or prioritize the grandmother's happiness? I said, if you only look at what's right in front of you, your children and all the generations to come will be deprived of learning something valuable. If my words bind you, if my love holds you back, if I say I love you and then chain you so that you remain only visible to me, remain the apple of my eye and never go anywhere, then what will happen to you? You may become my favorite, but you won't achieve anything in life. You won't be capable of anything. You'll remain the apple of my eye, but you'll never accomplish anything in the world. That's why Maharaj Ji used to say, remember the third thing. If you become worthy, then God will give to you. Keep striving for it. If you have the hunger that you must attain the Lord, then you will find Him. But now, you don't even truly want to attain the Lord. The elders used to say, if there is no gratitude in your heart, if there is no thankfulness in your heart, if you cannot even see the Lord's mercy, then why should God be found by you? If you are saying, what has God even done? Then even if God were to be found, why should He be found by you? If you do not truly desire Him from within, if you do not have that hunger inside you, if you don't have the urge to see Him every day, I tried yesterday, but I couldn't do it. Yesterday I sat for bhajan, but I couldn't do it. Today I will try again. I will do it with even more heart. I will sit with even more dedication so that I may become worthy of the Lord's grace. Today I will do more bhajan. I will do more service. I will attend more satsang today. People have started considering satsang as something easy and devotion as something simple. If Sadhana Kasai had thought this way, if the great souls had thought this way, then devotion would never have been possible. If the saints had approached devotion in this manner, devotion would never have happened. One would never have found the Lord, so they always used to say, be mindful. We also teach our children to be deserving. We say, if you listen to me, you will get sweets. Why? We say this because we want to make the child worthy. So become worthy of sweets. If you don't become worthy of sweets, then keep eating dirt, and yet should I keep serving at your feet? We don't do this with our own children. We tell our children, stop eating dirt and I will give you sweets. The elders used to say that God says the same thing, the Guru says the same thing. Create a hunger within yourself to attain the divine, awaken a deep yearning within, shed tears for him, and that Lord will come to your court, that Lord will manifest within you. Huzur used to say this. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa was a highly realized saint. Once the villagers got together and made him the priest of a temple. They said, Maharaj, you are such a loving soul. Who could be better than you? Just do one thing. Open the temple every day and inspire as many people as possible to devote themselves to God. Swami Ramakrishna was very happy. He said, well, what could be better than this? Earlier, I used to worship inwardly. Now I will have to do it openly. He was overjoyed. Now, when he was made the priest of the temple, he opened the temple and, immersed in the Lord's bliss, began to sing devotional songs. He started singing hymns. As he began to sing, he started swaying and dancing. He kept dancing from morning till evening. People kept watching. The priest simply refused to stop. Night fell, but the priest still did not stop. The next morning came and he kept on dancing. 2 days passed and Ramakrishna still did not stop. He kept dancing in ecstasy. People began to wonder, what kind of worship is this? He is not looking at the time, not checking the clock, not finishing, not closing the temple. After 2 or 3 days, Ramakrishna finally closed the temple doors. And when he closed the doors, he did not come out for 3 days. For 3 days, the door remained shut. People came to the door, saw it was closed, and went back. Now the whole village was in an uproar. What kind of priest have we chosen? Is this how worship is done? He should come every day, open the temple, clean it, perform the rituals, and close the temple at night. This is actually the right way, but what kind of method is this? That for 3 days he kept dancing, and then when he closed the temple, he kept it closed for 3 days. The people gathered together and went to Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa. They said, you have created a strange kind of devotion. Who practices devotion like this? This is not the right way. When the people asked, Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa replied, I only dance when God enters within me. When God came inside, I couldn't stop my feet. I began to sway in his ecstasy. Now he is sitting inside and you tell me to close the doors. How can I close the doors when the Lord is still inside? He is still filling me with enthusiasm and joy from within. There is ecstasy inside. Divine nectar is overflowing. When he is filling me with such enthusiasm from within, then the doors will not be closed. When God is in the house, I cannot close the doors. And when he has left, what is the point of opening them? It's not about showing the world. There's no need to put on an act in front of people. When God comes, he is truly there. And when he is not there, then he is not there. The saints used to say with love that they have worshipped in such a way, have made the Lord dwell within themselves so deeply, that if people could experience this, you would be filled with bliss inside, your mind would become radiant, and you would be able to witness the miracles of the Lord. But to achieve this, you will have to undertake a very long journey, because for now, we must first purify our minds. Right now, it is essential to cleanse the mind. Right now, it is necessary to purify the very place where the Lord will reside. Where our God will sit, that place must be clean. We haven't even started cleaning yet. If you don't clean it, if you keep indulging in slander, gossip, deceit, hypocrisy, hatred, and evil, if you remain busy pulling others down, then where will you seat the Lord? Where will you seat your guru? Even if you go, where will you sit? Once Baba Sawan Singh Ji Maharaj said to his beloved disciples, brothers, I come here and I don't see you. All those who were sitting there were very surprised. They said, when does he come? We never see him. And yet Guruji is saying that he comes every day. People gathered the courage and went to ask Guruji, Baba Sawan Singh Ji Maharaj, Maharaj, when do you come? Every day. He replied, every morning, whoever is immersed in my love at dawn, remembering me, forgetting everything else and sitting in my ecstasy, I come to him, I give him my darshan, but you all keep sleeping, eyes closed, stretching your legs out, lost in your own comfort. I come, but you miss me. Even after meeting, you are not able to truly meet me. I come to your door, I knock, and then I leave. You never notice. The elders used to say, God weeps at your door. God cries at your doorstep because he cannot find a place to sit in your heart. When he looks inside, he finds no space in your heart for himself. So he must see, this neighbor is bad, that person is worse, the devotee did something wrong, someone else did something else wrong. Today, people in the world are busy gossiping about others. The elders used to say that you should follow just one rule. Kabir Sahib used to say, why do you interfere in other people's business? Improve your own life instead of meddling in others' affairs. Even if 1,000 wells are filled with water, if your own house is on fire, at that moment, no one looks at the water in someone else's well. People first clean and save their own house. You should improve your own life from within. That is why Kabir Sahib says, perhaps all our elders have their own cattle, but the one who truly understands the essence of words is our leader. Why are you busy criticizing others? Let everyone do what they are doing. If someone is speaking negatively, let them speak. If someone is giving you a branch, let them give it. If someone is doing 1,000 wrong things in the name of religion, what does that have to do with you? First, you should become a good person yourself. First, make yourself worthy enough to say something to others. If you haven't reached anywhere yourself, how can you show the light to someone else? You haven't even lit your own lamp yet. And yet you set out to show the light to others. How will anything work out this way? So, Huzur used to say that devotion is only about love. It means preparing everything for the Lord. Make yourself such that the Master himself would want to reside within you, that your Guru would come and bless you with his presence. Only then can such loving devotion enter our lives. This is the kind of effort we need to make. Swamiji must have entrusted all of us with a very great service. You all feel that, don't you? That once we've received initiation, we're only responsible for ourselves. But you are not just responsible for yourself, you are also responsible for the generations to come. If you just sit at home as an initiate and your child sees you every day, and as they keep watching every day, they'll see that our parents don't meditate, don't do seva, don't attend satsang, but are always indulging in eating and drinking. Over small matters, they start abusing each other. And at the slightest thing, they get into fights. There's always chaos at home. That little child is constantly watching you. What will he become? Yet you say, I want my child to turn out very well. He thinks, I was born in a Mahabharat battlefield. I will also create Mahabharat. The one who is born in Mahabharat will act like Mahabharat. The one who keeps witnessing Mahabharat will never be able to come out of it, will never be able to attain peace. Remember this, make your home a heaven, purify your home, make your family good, let there be love among your people, and learn to forgive each other's small faults. Many times, brothers and sisters come to me and say, brother, I cooked the food but forgot to add salt. I say, you must have cooked well 1,000 times, but just once you forgot. Is it really necessary to point out the missing salt? All you can see is the lack of salt. Can't you praise them even once and say, wow, this is really good? If it was good 1,000 times and just once it wasn't as good, what harm will it do you to give a compliment? Try praising them once. Try praising someone just once. Try overlooking a fault just once. Try forgiving a small mistake just once. If you feel that a small error has happened, forgive it, let it go, and say lovingly, it's okay, I'm here with you, don't be afraid, don't worry at all. The day you make your home like this, Swamiji will reside in your house. On that day, Swami will speak in your home. On that day, he will dwell in your heart. The Guru will speak through your life. The words of the Guru will come forth from your conduct and your speech. This is what we want to achieve collectively. And to attain it, we will have to do something. I only know one thing. If you want to establish the Guru in your heart, then you must make your home as beautiful as heaven itself. With love and respect for each other, greater than even the greatest, you must move forward in life. When you progress in this way, your home will become a great example, your life will become beautiful, and your devotion will become truly wonderful. We must cultivate such devotion that when people see us, they are inspired to become devotees themselves. People should see, and they might feel irritated, thinking, why did we waste our lives? We should have also joined a guru. We too could have received the company of a guru. Elders used to come. You are not born just like that. Every satsangi brother and sister is a messenger of the Guru. In every village, town, neighborhood, wherever they live, they are a symbol of the Guru. When a worldly person sees a satsangi, they see the Guru's representation. So he sees, what am I looking at? Am I seeing just another worldly person, or am I seeing someone completely different from the world? A person with such a beautiful character, someone who has achieved so much in life, whose life has become truly beautiful, whose life has become miraculous. So by looking at your life, someone will become a satsangi. By seeing your life, someone will come to satsang. Seeing you, someone will praise your guru. Observing your conduct, someone will want to take initiation from your guru. Other than a snake, no one can connect anyone to the guru's initiation. So, all of you who live in society, in your homes, families, and neighborhoods, aren't you the living examples of your guru? If you spread with brilliance and light, the world will receive illumination from you. But if your lamp is extinguished, then the world will not seek light in you and will not come to your guru either. Then the name of your guru will never be spoken with respect, and your guru will not be remembered with love, because people are not able to see you in that way. So always remember, you are not just living in this world for no reason. Wherever you are, shine as the light of your guru. Wherever you are, make your guru's name shine. Present your conduct and your ideals in such a way that people look at you and wish to be like you. People should wonder, why couldn't we become like them? Why couldn't our home become like theirs? Why aren't our people like theirs? Why couldn't the people in our family become like the people in their family? Such thoughts of longing should arise in others. Only when you become a true father will you become a guru, and only then will people in the world come to know the guru's teachings. So you all have a great challenge before you, as well as a great responsibility. Swamiji has entrusted you with a very significant service. When he gave you the name, he surely bestowed his grace upon you, but through you, he wants to extend his grace to others as well. He has given you a very important task of service. All of you are Guruji's messengers. When you live in your own homes, people won't come to Guruji because of what you say. They will come because of what you have received, what you have become, how your life has changed. So focus on your own life, focus on shaping yourself, and do not be dishonest with yourself. Wake up every morning and get to work on building your life, on discovering yourself. Reduce your faults, gossip less, criticize less, stop looking at others' lives, stop letting what others say about you affect you. If someone says something bad to you, just smile once and leave it to Swamiji. Swamiji, you know, this person insulted me, you handle it, I won't worry about it. I don't want to get entangled. You respond to this insult. And just see, the day you start doing this, you will be transformed. That day, Swamiji will become your protector. That day, he will safeguard you. You have to build such a life. It doesn't happen on its own. For such a life, you must pray to the Guru. You must stand before the Guru with folded hands and show humility. Guru, make me worthy, make me capable, so that your light can shine from within me. So you are very fortunate, very blessed. Gurudev has thought so much for you. You just need to dedicate your life in this direction so that you may benefit. With these words, I will conclude my talk. Thank you very much to all of you, brothers and sisters. You came here today. And you will take this satsang with you. You will bring it to your villages, towns, and neighborhoods, and you will try to connect yourself with satsang. So these were some points from today's satsang. The audio program will now conclude.